loveless he talks to the land, and the leaves fall and the pond over ices. She don't know the system, plus she don't understand. She's got all the wrong fuses and splices. She's not gonna fix it up too easy. The masking tape tangles, it's sticky and black, and the copper proud-headed Queen Lizzie conducts little charges that don't get charged back, and the technical manual's busy. She's not gonna fix it up too easy. And she holds out her flashlight and she shines it on me. She wants me to tell her what the trouble might be. Well, I'm learning it's peaceful with a good dog and some trees, out of touch with the breakdown of the century. They're not gonna fix it up too easy. We once loved together and we floodlit that time. Input, output, electricity. But the lines overloaded and the sparks started flying and the loose wires were lashing out at me. She's not gonna fix it up too easy. But she holds out her candle and she shines it in, and she begs him to tell her how to fix it again, while the song that he sang her to soothe her to sleep runs all through her circuits like a heartbeat. She's not gonna fix it up too easy. Out of touch with the breakdown of this century. Oh my goodness. They're not gonna fix it up too easy for sure. Well, here's a song of mine that goes very nicely on the Dulcimer. It's called The Berkshires, which is where I'm from. And this time of year out there is just magical. I was born out in the Berkshires, where those softly rolling hills rise around you all the time. Circle blue on the horizon, and the trees that edge the sky sway a gentle pantomime, saying, "Come away and rest here in our arms. We know all the answers." And the summer nights out in the Berkshires wrap themselves around you like a shawl. When the wind comes riding round the mountain, then you know I wanna stay and see the fall. But then I might not go away at all. Then I might not go away at all. Endless winter in the city seems I'm running all the time just to stay right where I am. And the snow here's just a problem when the grays ground me down. Turn my face out to the west, where a fire burns warm while the winter winter sings its song. I know the answers, and the winter nights out in the Berkshires wrap your mind in whiteness as they fall. When the snow comes sliding down the mountain, then you know I hear the sleeping springtime call. And I wonder why I go away at all. I wonder why I go away at all. A song I have had stuck in my head for a couple years, and I figured out how to do it on the Dulcimer. I recorded it many years ago. It's Heard It Through the Grapevine, which, like many things I do on the Dulcimer, does not seem to belong there. But I'm going to do it anyway. Ooh, I bet you wonder how I knew about your plans to make me blue from some other love that you knew before. Between the two of us, you know I love you more. It took me by surprise, I must say, when I found out yesterday. Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine. Not much longer would you be mine. I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind. Honey, honey, yeah. Now I know that it does no good to cry, but these tears I can't hold inside. Losing you and my life, you see, 'cause you mean that much to me. You could have told me yourself that you love someone else. Instead I heard it through the grapevine. Not much longer would you be mine. I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind. Honey, honey, yeah. Baby, believe half of what you see, or none of what you hear. I can't help but be confused. If it's true, please tell me, dear. Do you plan to let me go for that other love that you knew before? Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine? Not much longer would you be mine. I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind. Heard it through the grapevine, not much longer would you be mine, baby. Heard it through the grapevine, not much longer would you be mine. Heard it through the grapevine, not much longer would you be mine, baby. Heard it through the grapevine, not much longer would you be mine. Well, the ultimate song for this time of year is Joni Mitchell's Urge for Goin'. And back when I first began doing this song, I played it on the guitar because I hadn't really discovered the dulcimer in the way I have now. And I did Tom Rush's Virgin, basically, but lately I listened back to Joni's and I said, hey, it's on the dulcimer. Let's go there. So here it is. I woke up today and found frost perched on the town. It hovered in a frozen sky, gobbled summer down. When the sun turns traitor cold, and shivering trees are standing in the naked road, I get the urge for going, but I never seem to go. And I get the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown, summertime is a falling down, and winter closing in. I had a boy in summertime with summer-colored skin, and not another girl in town my darling's heart could win. But when the leaves came trembling down and bully winds did rub their faces in the snow, he got the urge for going, and I had to let him go. And he got the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown, summertime is a falling down, and winter closing in. The warriors of winter give a cold triumphant shout, and all that stays is dying, all that lives is getting out. You see the geese in chevron flight, flapping and racing on before the snow. They've got the urge for going, and they've got the wings to go. And they get the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown, summertime is a falling down, and winter closing in. I'll ply the fire with kindling, pull the blankets to my chin, I'll lock the vagrant winter out and bolt my wandering in. I'd like to call back summertime and have her stay for just another month or so. She's got the urge for going, so I guess she'll have to go. And she gets the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown, summertime is a falling down, and winter closing in. And I get the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown, all her empires are falling down, and winter closing in. chilly winds rub the leaves' faces in the snow. It's horrible and wonderful. Well, back in 1996, I stepped out of my house in November, and we still had a few cosmos flowers, and on one of them a bee had seized up with the cold. And I almost went back and went to bed until spring, but I kept going, and I wound up writing a song about it called Cold Bee. Last fall, in the frosty dawn, a bee clung to a flower dry. Shining sunlight did not warm her. All that brightness was a lie. So cold, so cold, so cold, she could no longer fly. Once she flew far with her sisters, journeyed far to serve her queen. Strong winds bore her to the clover, warm sun lit her path unseen. Farewell, summer, no more clover for the bee. Then the snow fell on the stony ground. Then brutal blew the wind. No life stirred out in my garden. Dark nights kept me shut within. Dreamless slumber, we wait for the world to spin. Now the air feels softer and the grass grows warm out in the lawn. I hear buzzing in my garden, strong wings flashing in the sun. Seize your season, fly high, for summer soon is gone. Seize your season, fly high. You're supposed to leave a lot of your yard uncleaned up now. It's great that I can feel virtuous about that. Oh, that's for the pollinators. And hopefully they've all crawled into a stem somewhere and they're sleeping peacefully. Well, next I have a song I wrote, I don't know when, a long time ago, medium long time ago. And it's about the fact that back when women spun thread, and generally men wove it into cloth, although women did it too. But in traditional way, women spun, the men wove, and it took 12 spinners to provide one weaver with enough. It took 12 times as much effort, shall we say. So I call it 12 to 1. And the traditional way to play the dulcimer is with a noter. It's a little stick, rounded stick. And the traditional sound is that slidey thing, and very drony because you can't get far out of your mode. Dulcimers are played in modes, which is what came before scales. So I do a little of that, but then I do this sort of rock and roll noter activity on this one. So here's 12 to 1. In a day no more existing, spinning wheels went around and round. Fingers drew the fibers, twisting into thread. Ida May and Henrietta, Hepzibah and Charity, early learned to work the treadle, earn their bread. And to keep one weaver working took 12 spinners all their time. No such thing as idle hands from dawn until the evening chime. In a time hard to conceive, women spun and men did weave. Then the thread goes to the weaver, shuttle flying to and fro. On his loom, row by row, the fabric grows. Heavy wool to make a greatcoat, cotton for a summer frock, linen for milady's chambers, soon to sew. And to keep one weaver working took 12 spinners all their time. No such thing as idle hands from dawn until the evening chime. In a time hard to conceive, women spun and men did weave. Who can count the generations, spinning every stitch they wore, bound up in the old equation till the mill made it no more? Ah, but that's another story, save it for another song. Lydia and Emmeline went to the mill, thread spun by machine or woven by machine into our clothes, frees us up for other pleasures, other toil. And to keep one weaver working took 12 spinners all their time. No such thing as idle hands from dawn until the evening chime. In a time hard to conceive, women spun and men did weave. Well, now we go to 2021, just toward the beginning of the end of the pandemic. And my husband and I were we had a big estate sale for his mother's worldly goods. And we thought we had sold everything, but when we went in to check, pulled out a kitchen drawer and it was full of knives. And I thought, oh, what are we going to do with these? And he grabbed a little travel suitcase and dumped the whole drawer in there and closed it up, and we gave it to Goodwill. So somebody somebody discovered a suitcase full of knives, and it was not what they expected, and it turned into this song. leftover knives, all sizes and conditions. Some dull as despair, some sharp as regret. Leftover knives on an unexpected journey, from a drawer in a kitchen to a charity bin. Drop 'em in a suitcase so they can travel safely, hidden in the dark like a secret vow. Suitcase full of knives, not what you expected. Careful now. Head full of knives, rattling and clattering, slicing up the hours, dicing up the days. Heart full of knives and a pocket full of tetanus, serrated edges and a rusted soul. Drop 'em in a suitcase so they can travel safely, hidden in the dark like a secret vow. Suitcase full of knives, not what you expected. Careful now. You better be careful now. Daring and pairing, leave that stuff behind now. Take only what you need, only what fits. A honing stone will be your best friend now. You'd better look sharp for the coming days. Drop 'em in a suitcase so they can travel safely, hidden in the dark like a secret vow. Suitcase full of knives, not what you expected. Careful now. Oh, you better be careful now. Be careful now.
Well, as a rather perkier antidote to that, though it has a similar theme actually, is Joni Mitchell's Big Yellow Taxi. And we could change the first line to "They paved the rose garden." But, we would never do that. You can handle the doot 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 doots all on your own there. It's just me, so I can't do that. So, oh yeah, much better.
They paved paradise and put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. Then they charged all the people $1.50 just to see 'em. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pay paradise and put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away that DDT. Give me spots on my apples, but give me the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pay paradise and put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard that screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi came and took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pay paradise and put up a parking lot. I said they pay paradise and put up a parking lot. They pay paradise and put up a parking lot. Well, here's a wonderful song from Ireland. She Moved Through the Fair, which has this wonderful ghostly melody because this fellow loses track of his fiancée at the fair, and she seems maybe that she was not real. She might... My love said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't slight you for your lack of kind. That's cattle. Then she stepped away from me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. She stepped away from me, and she moved through the fair. And fondly I watched her move here and move there, and she went her way homeward with one star awake, as the swan in the evening moves over the lake. The people were saying no two ever were wed, but one had a sorrow that never was said, and she smiled as she passed me with her goods and her gear, and that was the last that I saw of my dear. Last night she came to me in a dream. She came in so softly, she came that her feet made no din, and she laid her hand on me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding
Can't go along without Joni Mitchell. She's all over this one. Here's such a wonderful song about youth and love or lack thereof. Carrie.
The wind is in from Africa, but last night I couldn't sleep. Oh, you know it sure is hard to leave here, Carrie, but it's really not my home. My fingernails are filthy and I've got beach tar on my feet, and I miss my clean white linen and my fancy French cologne. Oh, Carrie, get out your cane, I'll put on some silver. Oh, you're a mean old daddy, but I like you fine. Come on down to the Mermaid Cafe and I will buy you a bottle of wine, and we'll laugh and toast to nothing and smash our empty glasses down. Let's have a round for these freaks and these soldiers, a round for these friends of mine. Let's have another round for the brother devil who keeps me in this tourist town. Oh, Carrie, get out your cane, I'll put on some silver. We'll go to the Mermaid Cafe, have fun tonight. And maybe I'll go to Amsterdam, or maybe I'll go to Rome, and I'll rent me a grand piano and put some flowers round my room. Oh, but let's not talk about fare thee wells now. The night is a starry dome, and they're playing that scratchy rock and roll beneath the Matla moon. Come on, Carrie, get out your cane, I'll put on some silver. Oh, you're a mean old daddy, but I like you fine. The wind is in from Africa, but last night I couldn't sleep. Oh, you know it sure is hard to leave here, Carrie, but it's really not my home. And maybe it's been too long a time since I was scrambling down in the street. Now they got me used to that clean white linen and that fancy French cologne. Come on, Carrie, get out your cane, I'll put on my finest silver. We'll go to the Mermaid Cafe, have fun tonight. I said, oh, you're a mean old daddy, but you're out of sight. It's not done yet.
There we go. This is just a very simple off-the-shelf dulcimer. I didn't have it made by somebody in South Carolina. It's a folk roots. I just bought it at the local store 30 years ago. And it's a little deeper than most dulcimers, which gives it a nice mellow sound. And it also, I keep it in C rather than D. And being a little lower, it keeps it from getting whiny. Every August, my husband and I have been migrating out to the Isles of Shoals, and there is a parlor there that dates from 1874, and a mirror in the parlor, which I think has been there. It maybe has been resilvered, but anyway, I'm just captured by this ancient room and all the things that have gone on there. So I wrote this called Lost in the Glass.
Come and rest in reflection by the tall looking glass. Just imagine the people looking out as they pass. Some come from afar, some born on this star, lost in the glass, lost in the glass. Your own face is reflected in this room of the past, just one of the thousands, a procession so vast, a mysterious smile, a forgotten hairstyle, shoulders resting a while, lost in the glass, lost in the glass. Images swirling, the years wafting by, through so many changes, we smile and we sigh. The sea in the shell, the welcoming bell, an eternal farewell, lost in the glass, lost in the glass. In the oldest of mirrors sleep the fondest of dreams. The wait for the morning is not as long as it seems. As our memories shine like an old valentine, let us sing Auld Lang Syne, lost in the glass, lost in the glass. The arc of the rainbow, the scent of the sea, the touch of a loved one, a soft melody. Many moments so fine mark our pathway through time, all our rhythm and rhyme, lost in the glass, lost in the glass, lost in the glass. And as I've moved along and gotten better and better, I keep revisiting early Joni Mitchell and discovered I listened to A Case of You and said, oh, I bet I've reached the point where I can play that, so I can. Especially that opening lick where you know immediately where you are. You're deeply in love. In fact, you're a case. You're a basket case. You've got a case of somebody. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constant in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar, on the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV screen light. I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. Oh, you're in my blood like frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those ones who ain't afraid. I remember the time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Surely you touch mine, 'cause part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. Oh, you're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling. Still I'd be on my feet. Oh, I would still be on my feet. I met a woman, she had a mouth like yours. She knew your lines, she knew your devils and your deeds, and she said, go to him, be with him if you can, but be prepared to bleed. Oh, you're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling. Still I'd be on my feet. I would still be on my feet. One of my favorite lines ever written. If you want me, I'll be in the bar. It's like, it has so many layers. If you want me, I'm over in the next room. Or, if you want me, if you really want me, well, I'll be in the bar, drinking to forget about you. Well, here's another song from the Isles of Shoals. My second book was about Celia Thaxter, who was one of the most famous poets in the 1800s. And she grew up in a lighthouse out on the Isles of Shoals, and then she became proprietress and helper at her family's grand hotel out there. And she loved the ocean and the sea. And in this poem, The Sandpiper, she notices a bird, and much as I have done, she wonders, where are you going to go when this storm I can see bearing down on us crashes? I often, in the middle of a storm, think, where are the chickadees? But they're generally okay. So here's The Sandpiper. Across the lonely beach we flit, one little sandpiper and I. And fast I gather, bit by bit, the scattered driftwood bleached and dry. The wild waves reach their hands for it. The wild wind raves, the tide runs high. As up and down the beach we flit, one little sandpiper and I. Above our heads the sullen clouds scud black and swift across the sky. Like silent ghosts in misty shrouds stand out the white lighthouses high. Almost as far as I can reach, I see the close-reefed vessels fly. As fast we flit across the beach, one little sandpiper and I watch him as he skims along, uttering his sweet and mournful cry. He starts not at my fitful song, nor flash of fluttering drapery. He has no thought of any wrong. He scans me with a fearless eye. Staunch friends are we, well tried and strong, the little sandpiper and I. Comrade, comrade, where wilt thou be tonight when the storm breaks furiously? My driftwood fire will burn so bright, to what warm shelter canst thou fly? I do not fear for thee, although the tempest rushes through the sky. For are we not God's children both, thou little sandpiper and I? This is one I wrote in 2006. In that year, my church had a hymn writing contest, and we offered 3 poems to the composers of the world. They could pick one and set it to music to create a hymn. And almost everyone chose my poem, including me. I wrote a setting, but that's not the one that won. The music that won was by Raphael Scarfolari, and it's called Sacred Space. In the space between the measures, where the notes in turn are born, silence is the music's cradle. Lift your voice to praise or mourn. As we sing our song together, we create a sacred space. Holy is the space between us. May our song be an embrace. In the space between the stitches, where the fabric finds its form, tension is the pattern's cradle. Touch the quilt, so soft and warm. As we stitch our works together, we create a sacred space. Holy is the space between us. May our lives all interlace. In the space between this moment and the one that follows fast, stillness is communion.